Okay, so I was passed this information. Just want to make sure we're recording. I was passed this information by one of my followers. He did inform me that he actually did invest into this particular website. There's nothing wrong with investing into HYIPs. I'm not totally shunning them all. What I do is I like to just go into them and just pretty much just look into them and say to myself, okay, what do I want to see from a HYIP? Like, what do I want to see that makes me feel comfortable with investing? All right, so there's a couple things that I like to see. And sorry, give me 1 second. The thing I want to look up is this company's house. That's what it's called. So basically, companies, there it is, company's house. So basically, well, I want to see a few things, right? So, and I'll show you those few things that I like to see and that excite me and make me feel like, you know what, this is the one that's going to be legit. You know, this is the one that's going to pretty much, you know, I guess you want to say, like, you know, I want to say pay my bills or, you know, make me rich or whatever. Give me a second. Let me just go to unread really quick. Nothing. Okay. So yeah, so that's how I feel, right? So I feel like at some point, right, there's going to be an HYP that's going to, you know, make me a ton of money. And, you know, I invested in a few of them, and some of them they paid out and some of them did not. You know, it's just the game, name of the game. You know, we're all gambling here, so we can't all expect to be extremely rich every single time, right? So 11081771, right? Oops. 11081771. We'll search for that. That's a bit while ago. I was looking to see if they actually had a company name. Okay, so cool. So November 24th is when they got incorporated. And then from their website, it indicates that WolfInvest was incorporated. Sorry, I already had it open. Incorporated November 24th, right? So their paperwork's in order. The person that did the filing name is Mark Lindman. His birthday is August. No, you know, he was born, he's like, what, 40 years old, or going on 40, like 37 or whatever, right? So, or 30, I'm sorry, what year is it? 2018, so he's like 30, yeah, about 37. Okay, so anyway, the website, right? So I like to see that there is like some information here, because that would indicate that person does not plan on running anytime soon. But when the information here is missing, that usually is a bad sign for me personally, right? This looks legit, that looks legit, so they did actually register their company. That doesn't mean anything, okay? So even though they registered their company, that means nothing, all right? With that being said, wolfinvest.biz could be the name of the company. So now we'll look up Wolf, right, invest, right? And then let's just see like what .com pulls up, just out of curiosity. All right, and it says the website is for sale. So I guess they didn't want to pay for this particular website. They wanted to buy the .biz because it was a lot easier to get a .biz and stay anonymous. But in any event, let's talk about WolfInvest, right? So let's look at the positive side of everything that you can see, right? So the first couple of things is I'm pretty sure the email will respond back. They are a registered company. I believe they have a Facebook. If you click on the telephone number, most likely the number works, right? I'm not going to test it out, but there is that information. Now, there's no Facebook. As you can see, there was supposed to be a Facebook, but, or did it, it must have came up here twice. So let's see if maybe we can. All right, so yeah, so the Facebook link is supposed to pull up. Let's see what the name of the Facebook would be called. Okay, so there's no Facebook, right? So that's what that does. It just sends you to Facebook. But anyway, so let's look at the couple things that I like to see, right? So one, my favorite thing is that, hey, listen, WolfInvest has an actual video. Now, does that actually mean that, you know, WolfInvest created one in the office and had people walking around and doing videos? That has nothing to do with that. That just means that they were, you know, brilliant or smart enough or, you know, whatever enough to pay the $5 or $25 for someone on Fiverr to create the video, which is great. That's what you want. You know, you want them to invest a little bit of time and money. You know, if I had a website, that'd be the first thing I would do is create a video, and it would be like that, right? So they're gonna show that information right there. Next thing is 24 hours support, all the good stuff. And then you like to see if they've been around for longer than 10 days, right? So that's like another thing that you like to see. Now, total deposited, that comes up to about $73 million. Today's deposit alone, it looks like $2 million out of the 73, which is a lot of money. And then total withdrawn looks like about 3 million. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 36. Look at that. So they say they've given out 36 million out of the 73 that they've received, which is pretty good. You like to see that there's a nice ratio. 50% is a lot, but at least that's something. You know what I mean? Investor stats. So you can actually click on it, and it will show you the people down here at the bottom information about their giving money. So these are the $10 that they've received from people. It's endless amount of pages long, right? And it doesn't make any sense to go through it, but you'll see like when the deposits, they're not showing you when the deposit started, but you can see how many deposits came in. And then top investors, you can see like the most money put into this particular website. We're looking at about, what was that, 1.2 million? 1, 2, 3. So yeah, so $1.2 million was the highest. That was in February by this guy named Jason. And you got other people like that. Now, obviously, the way they set this website up, you can't like really search to see was Jason paid out. So the way you would want to do it is obviously you would check. So February. So let's look at Jason, right? So we'll try to see if we can locate Jason's February deposit. He got paid out, right? Or we'll look at somebody in the later of the month. So we'll look. We don't know what plan they picked, so we don't know how long they let it sit. If it was 1 day, 10 days, whatever. So we can't really look for it. But you would want to go through like 18, 15, 24 days to see if you can find when that person got paid out. But most likely they didn't get paid out because there's so many deposits and payouts being gone through. But those are the things you like to see. You know what I mean? That information right there. That's pretty much it. But that's not going to show me that I'm going to get rich. What's going to show me is the payouts. So like what I like to do is I like to look at the payouts, right? So I like to examine how much is being paid. I like to see small numbers and big numbers. What I don't like to see is a bunch of small numbers that are underneath the minimum requirement. So if it costs me $10 minimum to invest, then I should be seeing all payouts over $10, right? And you're gonna see that a lot of times. You're gonna see that. Now, what you're also gonna see, you're gonna see stuff like this. This person got paid out $10, right? This person took out 12. This person took out 50 cents. This person took out 3. Now, what you're gonna notice is a lot of this. That's $3 one coming from someone like which is Monitor HYIP, right? So that's a website that people go to check out to find HYIPs. drhyip.com. You're gonna see stuff like that popping up here. Dr. HYIP looks like he took out about $300. So you got stuff like that you're going to see a lot of, right? So, but then you got these other investors who are making, $100, $50, whatever. So it's like, okay, there's some money and it's being spread around, I guess, and I kind of want to see more payouts. So what I usually do is I like to go back to when, if they allow you to, I like to go back to when the first couple deposits were going in, okay? So we know the website was, the company was started back in November, but if you guys see something, the website said that it was up and running October 2017. So you want to see payouts from October, November, and December, okay? So we're going to start with October. That's the very first month. So October only has 2 pages. You see $1, $1, $1, $3. And then on the second page, which would be on the first page, which would be day number 2 or a couple days later, you're going to notice that there's no payouts over that $10 mark, right? So everybody that's getting paid out in the first month were all HYIPs. Now, and people are going to say, okay, well, how do you know that? Well, you can search all of these exact names and they come up with HYIPs. Just put spaces in between things that you're not sure if it's part of the word. But like SQ Monitor, right? If I just type that in, SQ, and then we'll just put down the word monitor. It's going to give you SQ Monitor, quantitative HYIP monitoring, right? 200%. So they're going to show you that this particular website might be paying. So what we'll do is we'll go to SQ Monitor. And we want to search here, but we're trying to see if they at least let us search. So we want to search Wolf. WolfInvest. To them, WolfInvest has been paying, right? But I gotta remind you guys. So now our investment. This is what SQ Monitor says, that their investment was of $30, right? And their last payout is March 11th, right? So they've been running for this time. It's about 400%, all that good stuff. But yet you're not going to see their actual investment. Like, you're not going to click on here. Sorry, that takes you to the website so you can get the referral. But yeah, we'll click on it so you can see that SQ Monitor, their referral is SQ Monitor. So that's kind of how the HYIPs work, right? So the plan is obviously get HYIPs to bring in the money. So every $10, every $100 or so, you see all these people, all these HYIPs are just collecting their referral. Now what we'll do is we'll go to November 2017 as well. And our job is to do the exact same thing. And just start to see, when do people actually start getting paid out? As you can see, more HYIPs were getting paid out in November. Then we're going to look at December. And I'll stop here because at some point it does start to pick up. But at some point it also takes a lot of pages for you to start to see it pick up. But as you can see, more HYIPs and not many HYIP monitors, I'm sorry, but not many people are being paid out. So all this money is going in, but none of it's coming back out, you know? So January, we'll just look at one last month just to see if January 2018, which is this month, if they started to pay out. And here we go. You're starting to see more and more totals. And I see $52 for this one particular person, $20, $10. You know, I don't know how much they brought in before they finally decided to start giving out some money. But as you can see here, they did start to give out some people $50 to Rolex. I think that's actually an HYIP. Victoria got a bunch of referral money, $5, $2. Let's see if we can click on like page 8, which will be a little bit farther back. And as you can see here, $100 to these couple different people, 104. I don't believe these people are actual real people, but hey, listen, some people, I've seen Rolex a lot, which I think is an HYIP, on different HYIP sites. But my guess is that they're paying out some people randomly, but at the same time, they're not going to pay out past a couple dollars. So I think that right now, like my friend put in $10, right? I think that if you ask me, I think that he will get paid out the $10 and like 40 cents or like $11 or whatever if he wanted to get it back. He would technically get it back, but he will be losing money to take it back. So what he would need to do, if he gets back the 10 whatever, or the after 8 days or however long it is, if this person wanted to get that money, after a while it may become like $300, $400 or $40. They may not see that money. What they're gonna see is a little bit of money, the first time payment, the here you go. You know what I mean? Put more money in, you could have made more money. You know, if you'd have put in 1,000, you would have got back 4,000. But you only put in $10, now you're only getting back 40 bucks. So that is kind of how I see it. That this particular site is going to pay out a little bit, but then you're going to notice that the longer you keep it in, the less you're going to get paid out. I'm not saying that people have not been paid out, and I'm not saying people are. I'm just saying this. It looks like it's paying out, but it's not. So you have to be very careful for stuff like that. Why is it that people were investing in these sites back when the HYIPs were investing, and people weren't getting paid out more than $10 until January? There's a reason for that, and it's because no one was being paid out. Not that no one was asking for their money, it's just no one was being paid out. So the site's done a very good job as far as promoting itself to last this long, but I have to tell you guys, be very careful. Please do not invest. I'm not going to research to see how much money they've brought in and all the other good stuff. You guys can log in and do the same research that I've done in the last videos, but just be very careful. This HYIP is not paying out. If you guys have already invested, let me know down in the comments that they have or have not paid you out. You know, that information is useful to other people that are trying to at least try to make some money in this crypto world. So definitely let me know, like, comment, subscribe, share, and you know, again, down below you can definitely comment, let me know if you've at least invested or not.